Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Little short pass here to Hill. This defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 15. Ready. First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a on that one, and a Bills first down.
A good run there, outright tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Five wide.
On second down, Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 47 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give to A-Chain on the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. Tua sets up to pass it. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tua. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throwing is Allen on third. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Regular. We go.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stop. What's up?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's Hill on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 42-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Looks like they'll move things around here. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. And here's Jake Bailey now. And this returnable for Hines. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
At the Bills' 45-yard line.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
56. Go.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here.
Formation for the Bills.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Third and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is...
There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with A-Chain. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tua going to try and run. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Stop. Middle. Look out.
Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second down, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen now on the option right. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Now Cook running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Half. Middle. Look out.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Ready.
A give up the middle to H.A. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to H.A. on 2nd down. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 124 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. H.A. on 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Waddle downfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. He got 29 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
A 50-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, it's A-Chain. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st down, Miami.
Again, it's A-Chain. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They start the drive with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. No wasted time from Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Into space at the 45. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cook up the gut. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Channing Tindall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. H.A. now up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards on the play and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. One more time with A-Chain. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Ready.
They run for it. A-Chain. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Solo left Zion.
Tua now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us.